All right, YouTube. Welcome to another banger. Yesterday, I uploaded the crazy game, which incorporated the ballista elephants and the batards all in on sudden death hideouts. If you didn't see that one, either watch it at the end or watch it before this. It would actually make more sense. Crazy game where basically the one player realized, hey, this game mode is called sudden death, so let's do it. And this is actually game number 3. So Bloodless took the first game. And then John High was able to win the second game. To restate real quick, this is sudden death game mode, so you can't build the second and third town centers. And this is also the sudden disaster tournament. A shout out to John Slow. He's got lots of coverage on his Twitch and YouTube channel of this event, and is the host. And he likes the crazy settings. And I'm sure he's going to love this player as much as I do here in the blue. John Hay. John Hayes, the underdog here, has tied it up 1-1, and there's something underdogs always do. They always take the coin flip. In those fights, only one player can win. It was very, very close. And, yeah, I mean, Bloodless maybe got a little lucky there. He wins. It was literally like 50-50 chance, it felt like. But Bloodless is playing as the Portuguese. Bloodless loves his monks. Portuguese are fantastic, especially in one-town center situations, because later on you can get to the Feitoria. They also have their gunpowder, which can be really good in like all-in type of Imperial Age games. And the opponent is the Celts. So, I mean, Celts is not a common pick for Arena these days, especially when it's just one town center. Like, I think Celts can actually be really, really good with their economy because the wood bonus can just work so well for them. Later on, getting Siege Ram, Halb, all these things. But that's not really achievable if you can only be on one town center, which is how the game mode works. So, again, the goal here is to destroy the opponent's TC. And I think Bloodless, having experienced the first game, where there was siege workshops on the front, it was like right outside the walls, and the opponent went all in mangonels, I think he's like, okay, this guy's clearly very aggressive. He's going to go for the faster firing siege, try and like eat TC, as Huang would say. So I have to do something to defend from that. And so that's just trying to explain like kind of what's going through his mind. By the way, Blue did not chicken funnel, which a lot of high-level players are doing these days. Blue just said, I'm going to make the mill. Maybe because Blue is Celts. And, you know, you can afford it because of the faster wood chopping. I'm not too sure. But we have 25 eco on the way to the next stage. The chickens are being eaten. The wood is being chopped. The berries are being taken. It's not a perfect fast castle build, but things are going to be good enough for Blue to make it to castle. Meanwhile, freaking Bloodless still hasn't been able to get all of his chickens to funnel in yet. There they go. Sometimes they'll just do it on their own. The chickens are on the way. And they're just balking underneath the TC, taking their time. Good stuff. And Bloodless is on stone. And that's just the right play here. Like, he knows Blue's up a little bit faster than him. And he knows that Blue is probably going siege with that timing. However, this is not the type of siege that Bloodless was expecting. For we have Blue on stone for a castle. Now, if you think of unique units that you see on one town center games, it's typically range units. Conquistadors, camel archers, war wagons, organ guns. The list goes on, right? There's Ratha. You guys know the game. It's a very long list. Not many people on one town center games going for infantry. But that is Blue's plan. That is part of Blue's plan here. In a tournament, $10,000 tournament, when Blue's a big underdog, and Blue Spearman actually snipes the scout. And this is like the absolute craziness about the mind games here. Now, if you saw a Spearman, you lose your scout, you are assuming, again, this is a siege workshop, right? Because that's a common play. Spear to protect the siege. And then the push comes. So Bloodless is like, all right, I'm expecting some pressure. We drop a castle on front of our base. And now Bloodless is not going to make a ton of organ guns. Bloodless is thinking, if it's siege, I can go monks to convert it. Meanwhile, it's literally just 2 spears out to see what Bloodless is doing. And blue is a castle making Woad Raiders and is making rams right now. Yeah. This is insane. This is insane. I'm going kind of fast because it's arena, but blue did see the organ guns there. So blue spearman spotted the organ guns. The spearmen actually back away for now. So blue does know there's a castle in there somewhere. Now, guys, I watch a lot of community games. I watch a lot of... I watch a lot more sudden death than most people do. And the thing that I always say when it comes to sniping wonders or sniping a king or, you know, in this case, taking down a town center, it's literally just commitment, right? Too many people commit too early, right? Now, you can't wait too long, but you need to have a lot here. You have to basically plan that there is going to be some form of resistance, and 1/3 or 1/4 or, you know, 2/3 of your army is going to go down, and there has to be something else left to do the job. Bloodless has not seen a spearman again, has not seen a siege workshop. Bloodless is getting all the relics. Bloodless has seen no reason to be worried. Bloodless has seen no reason to be worried whatsoever. We're going to slow it down now. Bloodless is, like, literally had a great game here. Is going to have 5 relics, has organ guns to control the map. Bloodless is going to click up to Imp. In the Imperial Age, the Portuguese can build Feitorias, which no other Civ can, which just gives them more eco. Your gunpowder against Celts, you're thinking bombard cannons, hand cannons are amazing long-term, and he's just over here right now. And then look at blue. Like, this guy's an absolute freaking legend, man. Look, the spearmen are checking on the front, making sure it won't be spotted. The petards are here. We have arson being researched right now, so infantry do more damage against buildings, and we have 3 rams filled up with woads. This is absolutely crazy. This is maybe even ballsier and more ridiculous than the first game. And, again, Bloodless, based on what he's seen, not really expecting a lot. He will see the spears now, and he's going to take those spearmen. Okay, so he takes care of the spearmen. I think he's probably thinking about a forward castle right now. I'm not really sure. But this is where things get crazy. Blue has 2 petards that need to break open that wall. Here it is. And now Bloodless craps his pants. I mean, I don't know. I didn't ask him. But this is where you freak out. This is where you freak out. Bloodless has the quick wall now. Now it's tough, right? Because you're quick walling against rams. And these are Celt rams. And look how fast the house is going down. He's trying to stonewall behind it. The rams, if they can find a way through, though, are going to make it to the town center. And Bloodless is on the way to Imp. He's had the perfect game. And the rams make it by the castle and by the walls. And blue actually clicks the woads onto the TC. Doesn't attack the repair vills. And the TC is dead. Jean Hay, you are a freaking legend, bro. Nobody's committing like this in sudden death. Nobody. Most people are playing just like Bloodless. They'll wait for Imp. They'll wait for Trebs. They'll play it safe. To commit to Woad Raiders and castles is absolutely insane. That was so good. Again, like, you know, they just point to the game. I just got to restate, like, how epic this is. From Bloodless's perspective, there's no way he's ever expecting any of this. When he loses his scout at that one point, wherever that was, when he loses that scout, that was to a spearman. So that could be spears and siege, which is the common play. He goes defensive castle. That's fine. Over time, Bloodless moves out across the map. Bloodless doesn't see any siege. Bloodless is getting the relics. That's a perfect play from Bloodless. He didn't see anything. There's no reason to suspect anything whatsoever is happening behind those walls because nobody does this. And then, was Bloodless maybe out of position? I mean, I think you can argue it's unlucky, but maybe blue calculated this and thought if he's going to have his army anywhere, it is near this relic, because when a relic gets picked up, you actually see it leave the minimap. Here, watch this. Right here, blue's perspective. So, I don't know if it was calculated or not, but this relic disappears, which would imply that red has picked that up and is walking home with it, and then red is probably going to have the army here. And of course, that's exactly what Bloodless had. Bloodless was protecting the monks, and then Bloodless had his units over here, so he has full vision to bring in that final relic. I mean, this is crazy. Sneaking around the edge of the map with the petards, using the spears on the front to basically scout as well, to know if the coast was clear. Everything had to be perfect here, and it worked out. Blue, the underdog, wins the game. And again, this wasn't a ranked game. This was actually in a tournament, all right? Crazy, crazy stuff. So, I want you to tell me if this was the bigger masterpiece or if game one was the bigger masterpiece. Game one with the Ballista Elephant cut was crazy. Actually, technically, that was game two, I guess. If you didn't see that one, check it out. If this gave you interest in watching it, it was literally uploaded yesterday. We'll have that linked. I am going to show you the final 2 games from this series, and my plan is for that to be uploaded tomorrow, okay? And this whole tournament that's ongoing, I'm playing in it, so there will maybe be some content there. I'm also going to be casting a lot of it. So exciting times if you like these types of games. We'll say most people are not going to be as entertaining as Blue. I'm fanboying over Blue right now. I want Blue to dominate everybody and win the whole tournament, even though it's a little bit unlikely. But yeah, long story short, more content coming tomorrow. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you enjoyed it as well. And I will see you all then. Crazy game. Sheesh.